Okay, here we go. This is going to be my demonstration of juicing with my Breville or Breville juicer right there. I already did one pot of apple cider with this, so I cleaned up the plastic so you can see the operation a little bit better. There's where the waste goes. Of course, you can put that in your compost if you want, but we just throw it up in the woods for the mice. Alright, let's fire it up. There's two speeds, and normally for fruit you go to the bottom for high speed, but I go to the top and I let it go slow. And you're normally supposed to push the fruit down with this, but in this case I just let the apples rattle around there, and then I just cover it up with this measuring cup, because it really makes a lot of hopping around and stuff flies out the top. It's quite exciting. I think you'll like it. Here we go. You can see it just turns into a ball as it rolls around on the teeth on the grinder inside. And then here, oh shoot, we're fogged up. There you see the juice coming in. Sometimes it plugs up. Then I have to stick my finger in there. Just a sec. Well, I could show you this then. I found out that by going slow and letting them just kind of grind themselves, that I get a lot drier pulp, and I get more juice. And then I don't get such a thick head. There's kind of a foam, it's almost like whipped cream that starts on the top. If you go slow, you don't get that whipped cream, you get more juice. Okay, here's a demonstration about how fast you can actually juice with this thing. When this thing goes on high speed, it's going to be hard to hear. But I put 2 apples in, and you're not really supposed to load it before you fire it up, but I'm going to try it this way and we'll see what happens. But you'll just see how much juice comes out, how fast it comes out, and how fast this thing will eat 2 apples. Okay, so there's a good example of how fast it can juice stuff. And the low speed is for kale and things like that, where it really tears it up really fast and it doesn't do a good job at high speed. So at low speed, kale works better. So I tried the apples at low speed, and that seemed to be the best way to do juice. So, and you can see already now what the level is. Now I haven't done too many more apples since I last recorded here, so I'll take a break. Okay, I have a full pitcher, so I'll just show you the picture of apple juice, and that's that head I'm talking about, because I went fast. But there's an apparatus in the lid that separates the foam out as you pour it in. So here we go. You can see some of it first. There's the pure apple juice going in. Of course, it kind of looks like the Labray carpets, but I'll tell you one thing, all of it is good. Okay, so this is what that lid baffle does. There's a baffle in there. And this is what it does. It keeps this foam out. And actually, I had been taking that foam off the top because I just didn't feel like putting it in. But the solids mixed with the juice really taste good. So the solids aren't bad, even though it kind of looks ugly. It's very good. And then when you let it sit overnight, it really separates out. So there is really clear juice in there you could have if you wanted to. But I find I like mixing it together and with the solids. The flavor is better. It's a better quality drink. Okay, here's the last bit to go in there. And that went really fast, so there's a lot of, let's say, head. But mostly I'm showing this part of it to you so you get an idea of what it looks like inside. Alright, so I did use the plunger to finish. And then this is the safety snap. It holds the top on. So here comes the top. It's pretty much loaded up. And if I would have gone slower with the last part, this would have been a lot cleaner. There would have been a lot less waste. So you can see here's a bunch of waste in the top, and then here's the waste bucket, and it's kind of fluffy. It's light, and most of the moisture is out of it. Although it's, you know, obviously it's moist. Okay, so these are the grinder wheels down in here, and this will not operate without that top clipped on. So I'll show you it that way. And I think that's about as close as I can get you to it. And that's incorporated with this screen. And to get it off, all you do is turn it, and it pops it off. This is a little more difficult. There's the screen, and of course you can see it's kind of plugged up with Apple stuff. And then it just clips into this piece down here, which is the motor, is the top of the motor. So that's the breakdown of the parts. And so basically what I found is to clean it immediately, and that's the best way to go about it. And you know, I can see where people would not want to do this because of the mess, but I think the trade-off is worth it with what you can use this for. I make kale, I grind up kale and cucumber, and we're gonna get carrots pretty soon, so I'll be trying some V8 recipes. So this basically, you can see it's starting to separate, and you can see this great big head on the top. And for the sake of all you very picky people who watch this, I'll rinse my hands out because I'm going to dig in here and I'll show you the consistency of this. It's like whipped cream. It's really cool stuff. And it actually tastes good. It's like apple whipped cream. Seriously, I'm going to leave that. I might not take that out this time. So you get the idea. So there's all that whipped cream on top. There's the clear stuff already creating a separation, and then this is solids on the bottom, and this goes really well with this, and of course mixed with this it's fine. But this I got out of, let's see, I wouldn't be able to guess. Well, the pile of apples you saw, plus a few more, because I had some more in the kitchen that I threw in here too, that I kind of picked through for bruised ones. And that's the beauty of it. Anything bruised, this is all from Dad's apple trees, so there's no waste. And the birds get some of them, but we clean up those and throw them in, and it makes good apple juice. So there you go. there's your overview of my juicer and an apple juice operation. We'll see you later. I hope you liked the video.